Well, I think there is a major difference between 2018 and 2002 or before that. The major difference is that under the law now, all political parties are supposed to give 5% quota to women on the general seats, and also if in any area women are not allowed to cast their vote, and if their turnout is less than 10%, then there will be recounting, repolling as well. So these two steps are very, very important steps, and we can see the impact of these electoral reforms. Even religious parties who, like 20 years back or 10 years back, would oppose even women to cast their vote, now they have nominated a large number of women to contest elections. So as far as the gender issue in Pakistan is concerned, this election has brought out a lot of women to the electoral arena, and also a lot of transgender people have also filed their nomination papers. So there is a major difference now. Well, it's very sad that what I was just talking about had come from the above. Because we have some international commitments, and because of that, our parliament had to legislate better legislation for women, but it's not coming from the political parties itself. So still we can see that most political parties do not have any women in their central committees, including the major political parties in Pakistan. Whether it is People's Party or is PTI or is Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz. So we don't find many women in the hierarchy of political parties. But I think as far as the electoral roll are concerned, we see that nearly 11 or 12 million fewer women than men on the electoral roll. Then when we do some analysis of the young voters, we see that only nearly 36% of young women are not registered as voters in Pakistan, which is very strange. But also if you look at different provinces, in FATA 20% women are not fewer than men. In Punjab 11%, also in Sindh 11%. In Islamabad the difference is 6%. So we see a lot of women who are not on the electoral roll, but they are very much in the society. But it also reflects the gender imbalance in Pakistan. Pakistan is one of the few countries where women are fewer than men in the population as well, and our recent population census also shows that women are 40% of the total population. So which leads us to a very important arena, because girl child is not something which is wanted by the parents, and there is a discrimination with female children as well. So many young girls die very early in their age. So what we see in the electoral arena is a reflection of what we do with our female population right from the cradle to grave. So as far as their participation as voters is concerned, of course, again, as far as the gender disaggregated data is concerned, we don't have gender disaggregated data, or we don't keep it. But under the new law, now each polling station officers are responsible to keep the data of gender turnout as well. So we hope that we will have data to analyze the trends. But as far as other studies are concerned, we know that fewer women vote than men, and most of the women who vote, they are caused to vote for certain candidates, and the coercion comes not from outside but from the male family members. Well, interestingly, when we see women in our parliament, they belong to these dynasties. So the dynasties are grabbing all political power through reserved quota for women, and also if they don't have any male here, then they can bring in women like Abda Hussain, a famous politician and a statesperson, because she did not have any brother. So she was perhaps one of the few women who started contesting elections right in her early age. But also when Musharraf introduced graduation as a condition to become a candidate, a lot of families, feudal families, political dynasties did not have any male graduate. So they brought a lot of their women to the electoral arena as well, and they contested election and they also won. So if you look at like Benazir Bhutto, Nafisa Shah, or other women, you would find that they belong to very rich and feudal families. But also in this election, I compiled some data, and it shows that the number of seats captured by these few families has gone up. So as a result of that, we will see concentration of power in few families, which was not the case in 1970. 37% of the seats were captured by big feudal families. By 1997, it touched 50%. Now it is going to touch more than 60%. Well, I think we have been opposing this kind of quota where political parties are just nominating, and the 60 seats are proportionally divided among political parties according to their presence in the general seats, which does not allow women to have a constituency of their own. So these seats are, of course, we have more percentage of women in our parliament than India, but less than Afghanistan. So I think we need to increase this quota, but while we increase the quota, it's very, very important that we allow women to contest election and then come to power, so that they feel equal to their male counterparts in the parliament, because many women MPs have been found complaining that the male members don't respect them, and they very often told them that they are just here because they were given this seat as a charity. So they don't feel very empowered because of that. So I think it's better to, like we have introduced 5% quota in the general seats. Now I think what we should do in the next election, we should increase this 17% quota to maybe 22% quota, and every third seat or every fourth seat should be allocated to women candidates only. And we can rotate this system throughout Pakistan constituencies, so that women have their own constituencies, they are accountable to their constituencies, and they know what are the problems of the electorate, so that they are completely assimilated in the society and in politics as well.